Okay, so Assalamualaikum and hi semua. So today we are going to learn chapter 4.3 orbital overlap and hybridization. Okay, so dalam chapter 4.3 ni dia panjang. So for today we are going to learn about valence bond theory only. Okay. Alright, so let us look at our learning outcome. Objektif kita hari ini adalah to draw and describe the formation of sigma and pi bond from the overlapping of orbital. Okay, so we want to show macam mana bentuk sigma bond, how to draw pi bond dalam overlapping of orbital. So, valence bond theory. So, what is valence bond theory? So, kita tengok, dia kata the valence bond theory is an extension of the Lewis structure that consider the overlapping of orbital to create bond. Okay, so maksudnya valence bond theory ni adalah sambungan daripada Lewis structure yang dalam valence bond theory ni akan gunakan overlapping of orbital. Overlap tu maksudnya pertindihan lah. Okay, pertindihan orbital untuk menghasilkan bond. Okay, for example, first thing yang kita belajar in this topic adalah kita belajar about covalent bond. Okay, we know that covalent bond is formed from the sharing of electron. Okay, so electron atom share and then dapatlah covalent bond. Tapi masa tu kita masih belum dapat tengok macam mana bentuk covalent bond, macam mana dia bonded to each other. After that, kita belajar Lewis structure. So from Lewis structure, kita boleh tengok lah, oh actually contohlah macam CO2. C bonded to O and this carbon pun bonded to O. So kita boleh nampak dia punya bonding, kita boleh nampak dia punya sigma bond, kita boleh nampak dia punya pi bond. Okay, so for example sini, in this double bond here, sebenarnya ada satu sigma and one pi. Ini pun sama, one sigma and another bond is a pi bond. Okay, so kita hanya boleh nampak macam tu je. Okay, tapi the next thing yang kita belajar adalah valence bond theory. From this valence bond theory, kamu boleh betul-betul macam nampaklah seolah-olah kamu boleh nampak mata kamu tu macam mikroskop. You can see how C and O ni bond through sigma bond, macam mana dia form. Kalau dia bonding guna pi bond, macam mana bentuk pi bond tu. Okay, so that is valence bond theory, menggunakan overlapping of orbital untuk explain macam mana bond is formed. Okay. Alright, and then next point, the valence bond theory imagine individual atom each with its own orbital and electron coming together and forming covalent bond of the molecule. Ini macam saya cakap tadi lah. So dalam valence bond theory, kamu boleh bayangkan ada atom yang berbeza dan setiap atom tu ada orbital yang berbeza dan orbital dia tu macam overlap dan overlapping tu lah yang menghasilkan bonding. Kawasan yang bertindih itulah adalah kawasan yang menghasilkan bond antara atom itu. Okay. Alright, so that is the description for valence bond theory. Hopefully you can imagine lah sikit-sikit apa benda valence bond theory. Okay, so next let us try to understand the valence bond theory postulate. Okay, so there are 4 postulates for valence bond theory. The first one is a bond is formed when atomic valence orbital overlap with each other. Okay, so this is just like what I mentioned before. A bond is formed when valence orbital tu overlap with each other. Okay, so untuk orbital, there are 4 types of orbital yang kita dah belajar dekat chapter 2. So there are S orbital, P orbital, D orbital and F orbital. But in this chapter, we are going to focus more on S and P orbital only. Okay, so kita nak tengok ada berapa jenis valence orbital overlapping ni. Okay, so the first one adalah yang paling senang, iaitu S orbital overlap with S orbital. Okay, so we know that from chapter 2, S orbital adalah spherical shape. So hydrogen dia ada spherical shape disebabkan dia memang 1s1. Ingat lagi? Okay, so hydrogen spherical overlap with spherical. So end up dia akan hasilkan this H2 bond here. Okay, so kalau kita nampak dekat sini memang bentuk dia macam bergabung. Memang dia bergabung, dia overlap. Tapi untuk drawing kita nanti, kita akan draw like this. So this is spherical for one hydrogen, and this is another spherical for another hydrogen. So let us label, this is hydrogen and this is another hydrogen, and dekat tengah ni actually adalah electron, valence electron for hydrogen. Okay, so overlapping, area overlapping tu adalah yang ini, okay, yang bertindih ni. So this is where the H2 bond is formed lah. Okay, H bonding antara H dan H adalah di sini. Okay, and the next type of overlapping adalah between s orbital and p orbital. So s orbital is spherical, p still remember dia bentuk dumbbell. So spherical and dumbbell will produce this shape. Okay, so saya tak nak ajar lagi, nanti kita belajar. And then p orbital boleh juga overlap with another p orbital. Dia boleh overlap dalam keadaan vertical macam ni. So dia akan dapat this structure lebih kurang. And then next one, ada p orbital and p orbital overlapping juga, but this time dia overlap bentuk horizontal. Okay, so that is postulate number 1. So postulate number 2, overlapping orbital contain a pair of electron with opposite spin. So kalau kamu perasan, saya draw tadi, when these two hydrogen overlap, okay, valence electron dia akan jadi dalam bentuk opposite spin lah. Okay, and then next postulate number 3, electron density concentrate higher between the bonded atom. Okay, so macam ni, ini adalah hydrogen and this is another hydrogen. So electron density dekat antara dua hydrogen ni adalah tinggi. Okay, higher electron density between the two hydrogen. Okay, and the last postulate, the strength of the covalent bond is proportional to the area where the atomic orbital overlap. Okay, so maksudnya kekuatan covalent bond tu bergantung kepada area overlapping orbital tu. Kiranya kalau larger overlapping area, the covalent bond is stronger. For example, macam dua ni. Okay, so as you can see, this overlapping yang dekat atas ni lebih luas compared to this area yang overlap kecil. So that's mean yang atas ni, since overlapping dia besar, so dia ada stronger covalent bond. So that's all for valence bond theory postulate. So boleh faham yang ni. Next, let us move to types of bond. So there are two types of bond. So there is a sigma bond and pi bond. Okay, so ada sigma bond, ada pi bond. Okay, so ini kalau siapa yang tak pernah dengar, so saya nak cakap sini lah. Okay, so kita dah belajar banyak bonding. Contoh, kalau C single bond C, okay, so ini adalah single bond. So bonding yang dekat tengah ni, ini adalah sigma bond. Okay, saya just buat simbol je lah sigma bond. Tapi kalau bonding antara karbon tu adalah double bond, so maksudnya one of the bond adalah sigma bond and another bond adalah pi bond. Okay, so dalam double bond ada one sigma bond, one pi bond. And next, possible juga untuk kamu jumpa triple bond. Okay, so carbon-carbon triple bond. Okay, so kalau dalam carbon-carbon triple bond, sebenarnya kita ada hanya satu sahaja sigma bond, another two adalah pi bond. Right, so kiranya ingat je lah, setiap satu bonding ada satu je sigma bond. The rest is all pi bond. So, daripada Lewis structure inilah yang kita boleh nampak. Ada double bond, ada triple bond, tapi macam mana dia bonded, macam mana sigma bond and pi bond tu terhasil, kita boleh tahu daripada valence bond theory. Kita akan nampak dia overlap macam mana. Okay, so let us discuss about sigma bond dulu. Okay, so sigma bond can be formed dengan cara overlapping antara two s orbital. That means s orbital with s orbital overlap will produce sigma bond. Or s orbital overlap with p orbital will also produce sigma bond. Or 2p orbital, that means p orbital overlap, then it will also form sigma bond. Okay, so ada tiga cara untuk hasilkan sigma bond. And another important thing yang saya lupa nak tulis dekat sini adalah sigma bond is formed when orbital overlap. N to N. Okay, so overlapping of orbital yang menghasilkan sigma bond ni adalah dari hujung ke hujung. Okay, pi bond nanti kita akan jumpa istilah dia. Okay, so the first example is hydrogen H2 molecule. So H2 molecule involve overlapping of 2 s orbital. Okay, so for hydrogen, valence elektron dia satu lah sebab memang elektron dia satu pun. So 1s ada 1 electron and this hydrogen also 1s and 1 electron. Alright, and before kita draw according to valence bond theory, kita fikir balik apa yang kita dah belajar dalam covalent bond before this. So hydrogen have 1 electron and this hydrogen also have 1 electron. So in order to form a covalent bond, each hydrogen need to share 1 electron. So end up they will form a bond like this. Okay, so this bond actually consists of 2 electron. Okay, so what we are going to draw adalah kita nak draw overlapping of orbital to show the bonding between H and H here. Okay, so from this valence electronic configuration, dia ada 1s, this hydrogen also 1s. That means the overlapping yang berlaku sekarang adalah overlapping antara s dan s orbital. Okay, so the shape of s orbital is just spherical. So label here is hydrogen 1s, and then in 1s ada 1 electron, so kita tulis 1 electron macam tu. Okay, and then plus with another hydrogen. So hydrogen 1s and then also have 1 electron. Okay, so our product is spherical tadi, dia akan overlap with each other. And another spherical, so they overlap with each other. Kamu boleh label dalam bentuk H2. And then this one is 1s. Okay, so this one is 1s. And then the electron just now, this electron, dia akan jadi a pair and mesti dalam bentuk opposite spin. Okay, so satu spin up, satu spin down. Okay, so done. Tapi tadi tujuan kita draw, we want to show the bonding between H dan H. Okay, so the bonding between H and H here is a single bond. That means the type of bond here adalah sigma bond. Okay, so sigma bond. Okay, so kalau dalam drawing kita yang dekat bawah ni, where should we label the sigma bond? We should label the sigma bond at the overlapping area. Dekat area overlapping ni lah yang berlakunya bonding tu. Okay, so kan kita cakap tadi, tempat overlap adalah tempat berlakunya bonding. So kita pun label lah sigma here. Okay, boleh label atas boleh, bawah boleh, tak kisah. Alright, so done. Settle for H2. Next, kita move to the next example, which is HF, overlapping between S and P orbital. Okay, so for hydrogen, 1 valence electron and 1 electron, so 1s1. But for fluorine, ada 9 electron, but the valence electron is 7. So over here, I just write the valence electrons. That's why dia ada 2s2 and 2p5. Okay, so overlapping ni nak berlaku antara yang mana? Okay, kan banyak elektron dekat sini. So this overlapping will occur between this single 1s and this single electron in 2p. Okay, dalam 2p yang lain semua ada pasangan, yang ini je yang single. So this single electron in 2p will overlap with this single electron in 1s. Kenapa macam tu? Okay, so kita relate balik apa yang kita dah belajar. So we have learned that in hydrogen ada 1 electron and then bonded with fluorine. Okay, and fluorine ada 7 valence electron. So what happened here adalah this hydrogen will share one of its electron with fluorine, and fluorine pun akan share satu elektron dia dengan hydrogen. Okay, so elektron yang di-share tu adalah yang single tadi. So that's why kita akan overlap 1s yang single and 2p electron yang single. Okay, so that we can form a bond like this. Okay, and this bond sebenarnya ada 2 electron, and the bond here is actually sigma bond. Okay, so kita nak draw lah sekarang. Dalam exam, kalau dia minta valence bond theory, drawing dia, so you don't have to show yang atas ni, tak perlu. Ini just untuk tunjuk dekat kamu sebab ada student dia akan tanya saya, kenapa Miss overlap this one electron in 1s dengan this one electron in 2p? Why not overlap 1s ni dengan 2s ke 1s dengan 2p yang fully, yang dah ada pasangan ni? Tak boleh sebab kan covalent bond sharing of electron. So 1s share satu elektron, fluorine share satu elektron. Alright, and then so over here saya dah tulis one of the 2p orbital is singly occupied and the 1s orbital of hydrogen overlap with the 2p orbital of fluorine. Okay, so dia akan hasilkan sigma bond. So let us draw. Start with 1s. Okay, so 1s hydrogen, then ada 1 electron. Okay, overlap with 2p and we know that the shape of 2p adalah dumbbell. So we have to draw dumbbell. Okay, since they overlap end to end, so hujung ke hujung. So usually we tend to draw dumbbell kita dalam bentuk horizontal macam ni. So next you have to label, this is fluorine and the orbital is 2p and dia ada 1 electron juga. Okay, so masa dia dekat reaktan lagi, dia belum overlap, kamu boleh draw elektron tu dalam bentuk tu lah, yang bukan opposite spin. Tapi once dia dah overlap, dia dalam bentuk opposite spin. Okay, so kita draw dia punya overlapping. Okay, so this is hydrogen 1s and then overlap with fluorine, and then electron here is oppositely spin. Okay, and don't forget to label the sigma bond dekat kawasan overlapping tu. Okay, so settle drawing overlapping of S and P orbital in HF bond. Okay, so next kita move to Cl2. Okay, Cl2 involve overlapping between 2p orbital. So kenapa involve 2p orbital? So kita tengoklah, kita boleh tengok melalui dia punya electronic configuration. Okay, so this electronic configuration is a full electronic configuration. Tapi sepatutnya kamu hanya tulis dia punya valence electronic configuration. So kiranya yang depan ni tak tulis pun tak apa. Kita just focus on valence electronic configuration. Kenapa dia overlap antara 2p orbital? Sebab kalau kita tengok, the 3s is fully filled. 3p ada yang pasangan, and this one is unpaired or single. Okay, so ini pun sama. Ada pair, this one single. So, dia akan overlap antara single and single electron so that they can form a bond. Sebab sharing of electron kan. So, Cl ni share 1 electron, this Cl share 1 electron to form a bond. Okay, and this 1 electron is in the 3p orbital. So, kena draw p orbital lah. And this 1 electron also come from 3p orbital. So, kita overlap between p and p orbital. Okay, so p orbital adalah dumbbell. Okay, so that means here we need to draw 2 dumbbell reacted with another Cl. Okay, so ini pun 3p. Okay, and then setiap in dalam 3p orbital tu ada 1 electron. So 1 electron, 1 electron. Okay, and then kita akan dapat dia punya produk. Okay, produk dia kita kena overlap end to end dari hujung ke hujung. So, kita overlap 2 macam ni lah. So, the electron now dah jadi oppositely spin and bond type of bond here adalah sigma bond. So, settle. So, next kita nak show pula drawing of orbital dalam F2 to S2 and 2p5. So, sama juga 2p yang hujung ni je yang unpaired will share electron dengan 2p yang hujung ni so that they can form a covalent bond. Okay. So, kita nak draw shape apa? Kita tengok, oh, this 1 electron is in 2p. That means kita kena draw dumbbell. This 1 electron is also in 2p. That means we need to draw another dumbbell. Okay, so this is sigma bond. Okay, so sigma bond. So, dia akan form end-to-end overlapping. Ataupun kalau siapa yang masih pening, kenapa ni sigma bond? Okay, so kita ingat balik flow. Okay, and then this one electron and this one electron will share. Okay, dia akan share electron and then they will form a bond. And the bond is sigma bond. Okay, sebab apa sigma bond? Sebab dia single bond je. Single bond means sigma bond lah. Okay, kalau ada pi bond macam tadi, kalau pi bond sama ada double bond or triple bond. Okay, so now kita nak draw fluorine 2p and don't forget there ada one electron. Another fluorine. Okay, so the product adalah overlapping between 2p and 2p. Okay, so ini fluorine, fluorine, 2p, 2p. And then this electron dekat tempat overlapping in the opposite spin. And don't forget to label the sigma bond. Okay, so done for sigma bond. Nanti kita akan sambung pi bond. Okay, so next kita nak draw pi bond. Okay, so pi bond dia punya orbital overlap side to side. Lain daripada sigma bond tadi, overlap end to end. And then this pi bond can only form apabila orbital p orbital overlap with another p orbital. So this pi bond, it can be found in double bond and triple bond. Okay, so kita nak draw orbital overlapping for N2 molecule. So macam tadi, kita kena ada Lewis structure for N2. Okay, so this is the Lewis structure for N2 and triple bonded to another N. Okay, so since triple bond, kita recall balik tadi, triple bond ada satu sigma and dua pi bond. Okay, the next thing we need adalah dia punya orbital diagram for nitrogen. So this unpaired electron and this unpaired electron will form a bond. Okay, ini pun sama, akan form satu bond, ini pun akan form satu bond. So maksudnya ada 1, 2, 3 bond yang kita akan form and kita kena form 3 overlapping jugalah between 1, 2, 3, 2p orbital. Okay, so kita kena show overlapping ni, ini and this one. Okay, and overlapping tu berlaku antara 2p dan 2p. So kita kena draw dumbbell. Okay, so this time I will just draw the product. Okay, so product, this one is dumbbell. This is for nitrogen. Okay, and label ini adalah 2px, 2px. Okay, so between nitrogen dengan nitrogen ada sigma bond. So saya akan draw sigma bond dulu. Okay, overlapping end to end, one electron, one electron. Okay, so this is the sigma bond. Okay, so settle sigma bond. Next kita nak belajar draw pi bond pula. Okay, so for p orbital ada px, ada py, pz. So let's say the second overlapping here saya buat between 2py and 2py. Okay, so saya draw 2py orbital macam ni. Another 2py orbital at nitrogen. Okay, and then this 2py ada 1 electron, 1 electron. So kita draw overlapping side to side and over here need to label pi bond. Okay, so ini cara kita draw pi bond lah, overlapping to show pi bond. Okay, and then since ada lagi satu overlapping, okay, so ini antara 2pz and 2pz to form pi bond juga. So ini 2pz, ini also 2pz. Okay, and dalam 2pz ni ada 1 electron, 1 electron and dia akan overlap side to side juga. Okay, to form pi bond. Okay, and then, okay, so there are 1 sigma bond and 2 pi bond in 1 molecule of nitrogen. Okay. Okay, so next we want to draw NO2 plus punya valence bond diagram. Okay, so diagram dia, diagram according to valence bond theory lah. Okay, so this time dia ada positive charge. So we have to determine this positive charge actually belong to oxygen ke belong to nitrogen. So how to know? Kita kena draw dia punya Lewis structure. So this is the structure of NO plus. Okay, so next we have to check the plus actually belong to nitrogen or belong to oxygen. Okay, so nak check, kita kira dia punya formal charge. Okay, so the formal charge for nitrogen 5 valence electron minus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5 minus 5 is 0. Okay, for oxygen, there are 6 valence electron minus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 6 minus 5 is plus 1. That means the positive charge here actually belongs to oxygen. Okay, sebab apa ini penting? Sebab kita nak buat valence electronic configuration. So, kita kena ambil kira the positive charge. But this one is O plus. O plus means kita kena remove one electron from the outermost shell. So, maksudnya hilang satu. And then, so this one jadi O plus. Okay, so now we need to look at this valence electronic configuration. So, yang unpaired nitrogen will overlap with unpaired oxygen here. So, akan berlaku overlapping sini. So, 1, 2 and 3 overlapping yang akan berlaku. Okay, so between N dan O. Logik lah sebab from our Lewis structure, kita tahu dia ada triple bond. That means 1 sigma bond and the rest is pi bond. Okay, so let us start drawing lah. Okay, so for nitrogen, kita draw yang sigma bond dulu. 1 electron lah dekat situ. And we need to draw oxygen pula. The bonding and the between N dan O ni adalah sigma bond. Okay, so kita label. And then kita tahu ada pi bond juga. So dekat N ada lagi. Kita kena draw. Ini pula. So kita draw 2P yang menegak. So the same for O. Sebab overlapping dia sama. Makin pendek pula. Okay. So over here is PY. Ini pun PY. 1 electron. 1 electron. Okay, so dia overlap, dia sigma bond dah done. So that means the rest is pi bond. So ini pi bond. Okay, done. So kita dah settle dua. Next overlapping is antara p orbital dengan p orbital juga. So kita draw miring lah this one. Okay, so ini adalah PZ, 1 electron. So this one pun sama, PZ 1 electron. Okay, drawing dia, kalau untuk overlap dia, untuk show the overlapping sideways tu, mesti parallel. Kiranya satu, kalau miring kanan, macam this one ke kanan, this one also ke kanan. Okay, so kita pun show, okay, dia overlap. And this is also a pi bond. Okay, lebih kurang macam tadi, cuma beza dia kali ni dia ada charge positif. So maksudnya kita kena letak apa? We have to draw dia punya square bracket and then plus. Alright, so settle.